What do you have for us? Thanks, guys.
It was Marie Antoinette that once said, let them eat cake. And boy, they've eaten a lot of cake, a little pepperoni, a little cheese, a little pizza. Folks, I would like to stay here all night, but I have to get home. And I must tell you, it was very hard tearing myself away because every time I tried to get out, they kept dragging me back in because I have covered elections, folks, since the 80s. It's 2016. And I've never seen a more comprehensive crew working to just bring information to their fellow students in this amazing campus. As I said, I have a lot of friends from the wonderful Joe Walton era, my dear friend Joe Walton, John Banaszak, Andy O'Toole, hey, former presidents, and of course the current president, my friend Jonathan Potts. We could be here all night, and a lot of friends have graduated from this amazing place and have gone on to do incredible things as well. But I want to tell this guy, thank you very much.
Oh, absolutely.
You made my night. I just wish
you believe when we started this conversation last week, we thought you were going to do 2 or 3 of these, and you were going to head out of here. The night was going to be simple. Surprise!
Listen, it has not been simple for many years, but that's just the journey in the life and times of your Pratte Pack. It's still too early, you know, and I hear people talking about McGinty and Toomey, and I hear congressional races, and I hear, you know, the Attorney General's race and all the other row offices, the Auditor General, and of course the Treasurer. There's so many things still out there to be undecided in Pennsylvania. And the big story, though, is this presidential race. And I don't think anyone in Hillary Clinton's camp ever thought it would kind of evolve like where we are right now, where it's still too early, and we are approaching 10:30 on the East Coast. And I think many of them thought they'd have it wrapped up by now. So no matter what happens, what have we learned from this election, do you think?
I think we've learned that the voters have the ultimate say. And I know that's not sort of an earth-shattering statement, but as precise as pollsters can be, and as many polls are taken, and as many people respond to them, you never know what the electorate's going to do when it gets into the ballot box. And it looks right now like Donald Trump will win Florida. Hillary Clinton will probably win North Carolina. Donald Trump will also win North Carolina. Hillary Clinton will probably win Virginia. And what that begins to shape up is a state like New Hampshire with those 4 electoral college votes that many people thought, it's just 4. That could trip the difference between somebody having 267 to somebody having 271. This is going to be far closer a night than we ever imagined. And it is possible that by midnight we still might not know what's going to happen.
All right, Professor Anthony Moretti, I've got this one, folks. So Vince, you can't get close, and we'll do some parting shots here as we say goodnight. Listen, you know, as you can tell, obviously, Father Time stands still for no one. And it wasn't that long ago that I was the age of these amazing students getting out of broadcasting school and beginning my career in Main Street America at those smaller radio stations and actually covering elections when there were paper ballots, long before all of the technical stuff that we use today, which I believe is all good, all of these tools, and we've seen it firsthand here tonight. But the process is still the same. It's an opportunity to see our country at its best. And more importantly, always the hope of a brighter day. Not to say that the people that are there before these two, who will take over that office in Washington as of January 20th, but it is the start of a new day and the dawn of a new era, just months away, whenever it is either Hillary Clinton or Donald Trump sworn into office. And I think what you need to do is to go away from all of this remembering one thing, that the process of democracy is still the greatest process of anywhere in the world. And our founding fathers, even though I'm sure they would like to tweak things a little bit today, especially how we have kind of gotten away from that original Constitution, I think they too, if they were here today, would say the same thing. America is the greatest place on the planet that anyone could call home. And when you see these young people that work at Robert Morris, know one thing, their future and hope will always continue to get better and brighter because of the job that people like Anthony Moretti does every day. Have a great night, and we shall see. And don't forget, tune in throughout the night, CBS Radio KDKA, and then first thing tomorrow morning on the KDKA Morning News with Larry Richard and John Shumway. Good night from Robert Morris University in Moon Township with your Pratte Pack.